Hello, welcome, beautiful sister of the rose. Welcome to this space. I wanted to invite you into this safe container to come as you are so that we can talk about the things that we don't usually talk about. But the things that we don't talk about get lodged within our field, get lodged within our bodies, and create discordance, and create more shame, and create blockages within our lives to what it is that we truly desire for ourselves. So, bringing you into this space with me, beloved, and bringing you into your own heart and your own body and your own womb. And today I'm going to invite us all to feel into the areas in which we feel shameful or we feel shame. Where does this come from, and how can we approach this shame with love and not actually trying to change it? Because I feel like also the part that the shame itself, it's almost like, I feel like it's almost like it's an aspect of ourselves that just want to be seen and not changed. Like it doesn't want to be looked at to be changed or to be fixed. It simply wants to just be, and to bring more awareness to it so that it can be cleansed and cleared, because the awareness to it with the presence of your own higher self and your heart and your womb and your own rose essence is what actually clears it. And this process, my own experience, it takes time. It takes time, and sometimes it can be frustrating, and sometimes it can be something where we feel really, really lost and almost sucked so deeply into the feelings of shame that we forget the truth. We forget who we truly are. We forget that by looking at it, you are cleansing it with your own beautiful light awareness of your own rose essence. And sometimes, we forget about that. So I wanted to bring you into this space today. I'm going to do some sound bathing for us, and I have the beautiful red rose here of passion and safety and trust. And I really just wanted to bring us into this space. And something that I realized a few days ago was like, okay, how am I approaching my shame? Because when things surface, what I notice that I'm doing is that I'm trying to change it. I'm trying to fix it as if something is wrong with me. And then I'm perpetuating the cycle of shame. You know what I mean? So it's like, where are you doing that also? And can we just simply just hold it? Can we just hold it, see it, love it, thank you, without trying to change it? You know what I mean? And I feel like, this is something that we're also conditioned with, especially as girls, and from our own mothers and from our own grandmothers too, of the belief that it's not okay to be who we are. It's not okay to say what we want to say, to do what we want to do, especially as children, and that's actually where the shame comes from, is from, obviously from lifetimes of having horrible traumatic things happen to us, but specifically for this time, I feel like in the moments in this lifetime in which you feel shame, it comes from childhood, and it comes from the condition and that thread, that imprint of shame, specifically within your female lineage, within your female line, because everything's energy, right? So shame is also, well, it is an energy. It's a thread. It's a thread of, I would even say it's actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say that it's a virus, but that's like pushing it away, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So, it's an energy, and it connects you to all of the shameful experiences, all of the shameful feelings that you may have had throughout your life, and that connects you to your female lineage and your male lineage too, but specifically with your female lineage. And I know this because I have been so present witnessing where shame comes in within my female line, from my mom and my grandmother, and they don't even realize that they are in that space. So a deeper reason for me to have more compassion and to forgive and to love all that is surfacing and mirroring for me. So how do we go about this? How can we approach our shame and love our shame and witness our shame without getting sucked into the shame and then wanting to fix it? You know what I mean? And I feel like deeply in my heart, I feel so deeply that there needs to be within ourselves this presence and this acceptance for how you are feeling, and also to deeply see that there's nothing wrong with how you are feeling. There's nothing wrong with having these thoughts, and to look at it from that space of presence where you're not judging it as wrong or bad. And I know that this takes practice, and it takes time, and it takes patience, and it takes unconditional love for yourself and forgiveness for those who may have shamed you based on their own shame, right? So just bowing to this journey of awakening and of self-love embodiment, because this journey is not for the faint of heart, you know? So, right now in this moment, I truly feel like we can just look at that. Just look at the shame and say thank you for being here, and thank you for showing me this path, this amazing path that I've chosen to come into, to deeply see and integrate, specifically within your ancestry line, right? So let us sit with that. Let's sit with that for a second. And I'm inviting you to bring your hand to your heart or your womb, to sit with me, beloved sister, and to really feel into where you feel shameful in your body, or maybe someone said something to you, or a specific memory. And I'm feeling like there's going to be sisters, because this has happened to me too, there's going to be sisters watching this where they have been shamed by their own mom or their own grandmother. And I want you to know and feel into this safe space, for all is love, and may we hold it and look at it together, and know that it's okay to have. And when you feel like that need to try and change it, let us just be together right now as we are, because it's okay to be who we are. And what's coming through now is that growing up, right? So let's say that you are feeling shame, and you're being asked to go into this space inside of your heart and to look at this. I want us to see where the shame is coming from, and how we were shamed for wanting something, and for wanting a desire, or for being ourselves. And we are divine beings of pleasure and sensuality, and I feel like that's a huge thing too. That's a huge piece of this shame, is the shame around our bodies, the shame around our sexual energy, the shame around feeling aroused, feeling alive, feeling erotic, and I feel like that's going to be a huge key to cleansing and loving and seeing this shame, is through your own willingness to activate this energy inside of your body, inside of yourself, and claiming your pleasure and claiming your eroticness, and you feeling alive and sexy in your body, you feeling wild, you know what I mean? And I'm getting an image of us naked in the forest playing in the mud, that type of wild, the wild that was shamed, the wild that was, said that it's dirty, and you know what I mean? And growing up, I always played in the mud, and my mom would be like, oh my God, put me in the bath after, which is fine, obviously, but you know what I mean? She didn't hold space for me. So how can we now hold space for ourselves, bringing ourselves into our hearts, bringing ourselves into our body, and really feeling the truth that it's safe to desire, it's safe to want to create with other beings. It's our birthright. It's our birthright. And regardless if there was shame there or not, we would still have this energy because it's who we are. This sexual, primal energy is who we are. Wow. So that's pretty much like the message. That's pretty much like what most women are ashamed of and feel shame around is their sexual energy, is life, like the life that pulses through them. So I love that. I love that that came through. So now that we know, now that we're in this space together to really claim that, and as we begin to claim that, and then more shame arises, may we look at it with love and tell it to come this way. Come this way. Come this way to love. Come this way to feeling free in your body, you know? And also what's coming through now, something that I have personally been challenged with, is holding this space for the woman in my life, the women in my life, in my family who are still sleeping and who are still being operated by shame. And it makes me sad and it makes me angry. And yeah, and I feel like that's okay to feel this way because, you know, I've been doing this work for so long, and then just to see other people that I love so much, who I am connected to, still be in that space hurts my feelings and it hurts my heart because it's like, fuck, you know? So I'm inviting myself right now in this moment to see that, to accept it, and to love myself, and to explore myself, and to be a mirror for them, you know? So I feel like that's a huge piece as well. So the few pieces that came through were to hold the shame, to love the shame, to not try to change it, you know, because then you're trying to fix something means that could mean that you're ashamed of it, right? So going and healing something, right, because you want to fix it, is just perpetuating the cycle. So when you are approaching this shame and like when things come up and stuff like that, I feel like what we can do is just accept it and just hold it and say, I love you, and ask that part of ourselves what it needs, you know? So it's like, okay, we're triggered. Oh, you're feeling it. You're feeling it. You're feeling it. And I'm inviting us to feel so deeply into it that you can have a conversation with this part of yourself. And you might feel like you're going a little bit crazy. Oh well. You're not. And you can ask it questions, ask it what it needs, ask what it needs to feel safe, you know? And then remind this part of yourself that it's safe to be in your body. It's safe to feel sexy. It's safe to want to explore and touch yourself. It's safe to be alive. It's safe to be the wild woman. And yes, the other people who are not on that path or who are not aware of that yet are going to shame you. But then in that moment, what you can do is reclaim that again and again within yourself of who you truly are, and be a mirror for them. Be a mirror for them. You know, we can't change anybody. We can't control anybody. But what we can do, and what our birthright is our own energy, and being aware of our own energy and what that truly is, which is sexual life force energy, and how we can claim that, and how we can feel that, and how right now in this moment, and it's always been this way, how safe it is. It truly is safe now, beloved, to feel into who you truly are. So I'm inviting you in, beloved, and I'm so excited and honored to be here with you because I know that this is a vulnerable piece, and this temple space is specifically for all of these things that are coming up for you. And I'll share with you right now what's coming through for me before we do this beautiful sound bath. Is that the shame that's been coming up for me is the shame of my body, and how I've been so programmed since I was a baby, pretty much, of how it's not safe to be in this body. It's not safe to have a vagina. It's not safe to touch my vagina. It's not safe to do any of that. So that's what I was raised to believe. And I still see that within my mother too, and holding her in my heart, because I do believe that she'll be fine, and I'm a huge mirror for her. So that's something that I feel like I have been working on for a very long time. And also this aspect of me that that is the sacred exotic dancer, that loves that part of me that is on stage and who dances on the pole and who, is seductive. She is seduction. Like, I am that too. And I can get what I want. And I also see a part of me where I have used my sexual energy to take advantage of other men and to have power over them. And I see all of this. And it's not easy to see, but I'm looking at it, and it's safe to look at it. The only way that I'm going to know if it's safe or not is if I actually do it, So that's one piece that I feel is so important, is that reclamation of your body and your sexual energy, and how you may have shamed yourself, or you may have shamed another, or you may have used your sexual energy to take advantage of another being, right? Or what's coming through now, how we may have taken advantage of the earth. Like for me, I have thrown so many cigarette butts on the ground before. I have littered before. I've done so many things, And I'm saying this and I'm sharing this with you because this whole live stream is about seeing our shame through the eyes of Source, which is us. We are extensions of that. We are extensions of love. So it is our birthright to see all of these aspects of ourselves through that space of presence and non-judgment. So I really hope, and I really am inviting us deeper into loving these parts of ourselves. And what's coming through now is asking yourself, what is it that you need? What do you need from yourself right now, And that's a huge piece too. Like today, it's been very interesting. I have really shitty allergies right now. Like I've had them for 3 weeks. And allergies is actually, for me, what I believe is a part of me is in resistance to something. And I know exactly what it is. And it's been very interesting processing all of this morning. So as you can hear, like I'm so stuffy. My eyes are so itchy. I want to rip them out. And it's so interesting. I'm just navigating through this. So inviting you as well, beloved sister, wherever you are at on your journey. It's sacred, it's beautiful, and allow yourself to witness it and allow yourself to go into it gently, to be kind to yourself, to be kind and gentle, and that you have a container here to hold you throughout your initiations, because I know that it's not fucking easy, and I know that it can be really annoying sometimes too. Just the amount of density that we are clearing within the collective through ourselves, right? So I love you so much, and I hope that this helped you. So, yeah, the main things were, look at your shame. Don't try to fix it. Just hold it. Because when you try to fix it, you're just putting more shame on the shame, and you're perpetuating a cycle. 2, claim your sexual life force, because that's one of the main things that we are ashamed of as women, is our sexual energy. Hello, beloved Diane, welcome. Is our sexual energy. And to hold space for the women in our lives who are still sleeping and who are still in that cycle of shame. Be their sacred mirror of claiming who you truly are and loving who you are and loving your energy and loving your sexual life force and reclaiming that as sacred, because that's what it is. Okay? Is there one more thing? Yeah, just be kind. Be kind. And you're not alone. You're not alone on this journey. Okay? I love you so much. So, sisters who are here and sisters who are on replay, I want to do a little sound bath for you to activate your rose wheels within your body And this is also going to surface shame, but we're gonna have a safe container for you to dance with it and to love it and to let it go where it needs to go, for you to see what it has to say to you. And I find that when we begin to listen to the parts of ourselves that we have been ignoring or that we have deemed bad, we actually we have access to those deeper realms within ourselves. And that's where the healing is. Like, you going into those realms is the healing. Like, you're doing it. Like, you're walking into the underworlds. Do you see what I'm saying? You are powerful. And we're just so amazing. And it's an honor to be here with you. So sending you these beautiful rose vibes, beloved. You are this. This is who you are. You are both the petals and the thorns. You are the whole rose. You are the earth. You are a woman. And I love you. And we're in this together. So join me. Oh, I'm so comfy, by the way. This thing's so warm. Okay, so close your eyes, beloved. Ah. That was so nice. Yeah, so like, I feel like the way in which we can look at our shame with love is really coming into this space within of presence and of emptiness. My beautiful sister Megan, she reminded me of this yesterday, of holding space, which is presence, which is emptiness, which is emptying the thoughts, emptying yourself, and really coming into this space within to witness without judgment. And that is the way in which we can look at our shame with love and to see it for what it truly is. Then we can listen to what that part of you needs, and then you can go do that thing and love that part of you, right? So thank you so much for being here with me. May this live stream and this transmission be of deep service to you in your journey. And wherever you are at on your journey is perfect, and you're seen and you're loved right now. It is done. It is done. And I see you in this. I love you too, Diane. And this space is here for you to share all of the stuff, all of the things that you are going through right now. This space is a support. It's a support group. It's a temple. And we have an altar, and you are here to lay stuff along upon this altar. Whatever it is, it's beautiful and seen. So thank you so much for being here. And I also wanted to remind you that Infinity of the Rose is a 7-month initiation with Mary Magdalene and me, and she's been beckoning me to hold this deep space. It's a 7-month journey where we journey through the rose wheels within our bodies, and specifically activating the key codes within your body, and while simultaneously cleansing, loving the black rose to each. So for example, the peach rose of sacred sexuality and your sensuality, which is your sacral chakra, the black rose counterpart is shame. So we're going to be deeply navigating through those realms, and it's going to be a safe container for you to actually do this deep inner work. And this is going to be a foundation for you to bring in every realm of your life for the rest of your life. This is meant to deeply serve your soul and deeply serve who you truly are and what it is you're doing on the planet. So if you feel a resonance and if you feel a pull to work with Mary Magdalene and me, the doors are open and you can apply for a throne. And I'm really excited to hold this space. So we begin on July the 2nd. That's the new moon in Cancer. And we start with the pink rose of unconditional love and compassion. And the black rose to that is separation. So we start within the heart, then we go up to the throat, and then we go back down to the womb space. We go down to the root and the yoni. Then we go back up to the solar plexus of the ivory rose of worthiness and overflow. Then we go back up to the indigo and rainbow rose in our higher chakras. So as you can see and feel into that, that creates an infinity symbol within your body, navigating through these rose wheels. And then within the rose wheels itself is an infinity symbol too that will be activating. And this is meant to deeply spill over into all areas of your life. And I'm really excited and honored, beloved sister, to hold this sacred space with you. So if you're drawn, just apply. And if you'd like to feel into what it's like to work with me one-on-one, you can book a free Sister Rose Heart call with me, and we will travel and navigate together inside of you, activate your womb space. And if you have any questions in regards to this 7-month initiation, and I know that this journey can be a bit scary, and when we are pulled to things that you know will serve you, a lot of fears come up. And trust me, I know, I'm on it right now, but I'm loving it and I'm listening to myself. And that is the birthright of being me, is listening to what it is that I need and following my joy, even if I do feel scared. And it's my responsibility to look at that fear. And I know sometimes I feel like I don't want to look at this fear alone. So I have mentors and I have women in my life who I go to for guidance and for mirroring. I would love to be that for you. Okay? Yay! So I love you so much. And I will post both the link to apply and the 30-minute Rose Heart call if you are drawn to me and Mary Magdalene and this journey, beloved sister. I love you so much, okay? I'll be sending out an email and posting about this live stream, specifically what was spoken about, and it'll be in written word. So you'll be able to look back. You can rewatch this, but you'll be able to read the points in which I shared today of what shame is and how we can approach it and what we can do now with this fresh and expansive approach to what it actually is. I love you so much. I'll see you soon, okay? Have a wonderful day. I love you.